We'll walk around the compound, see some tigers, maybe hear some squeaks. Hi. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, Noe. Woo. Woo. Oh, blow, blow. Blow. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. What? Things were hunky and dory just about 25 seconds ago. I just don't get it. 25 seconds. That's all it takes. For things to go from hunky and dory to cranky and go away. See how that goes. Hello all you big cat lovers out there, it's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done it. Smash that bell notification just so you get notified of the new videos whenever. Trying to get all YouTubey here, you know how that is. You just gotta be that person. You gotta get that hustle. Look at Ace. He's over there, he's looking at things, he's surveying. He's judging. So many judgments. Some subtle, some overt. Ooh, Raven's looking over there. Milo's looking over there. What's going on? I know that JD and Lisa are over there. Oh, might be looking at them. Hey, bud. How are you? Hi, Sass. Yeah, we'll get to you in just a little bit. We'll get to you in just a little bit. It is hot and muggy. The air is full of porcelain cups. It's terrible. It's terrible. Hey. Hey, look at you, pretty. Oh my goodness, so regal, so beautiful. Excuse me, that's my blood. Dead. Yeah, that's what you try to take my blood. Oh, douchebag. No one tries to make me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Oh, what do we got going on over here? Goodness gracious. Oh, there's silliness happening. There's silliness and mayhem. Sillyhem. Mayness. Oh, and then there's little Ezzy. Little Ezzy. Ezzy Choo Choo. Getting a lot of these long distance shots. And of course, whenever you get the long distance stuff, things get a little bit grainier. They get pixelier. Look at those clouds. We've got storms in and around the area. Which makes sense because we got so much moisture. Yeah. Can you say moisture? Oh, very good. Hi, baby. Hey, sugar pie. Yeah. Good squeaks. Good squeaks. What a pretty girl. I love you. Well, everyone does. Hard not to. Hard not to. I'm filming this webcast. It is September 16th. Okay, we're already halfway done with September. We are nearing October. Okay, September going into October, it's a transition period. Generally, that's associated with like fall. You know, apples and cornucopias gourds. And it is hot. There's thunderstorms around. It's humid. And that's the big thing. It's humid. Some people say, they make fun of people who say, well, at least it's a dry heat. You know what? They're right. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. Water is a good retainer / insulator of heat energy. Hi. Water heats up and cools down. As far as your molecules and compounds and different things like that are concerned, it takes water, from a chemistry standpoint, a relatively long time to heat up and cool down. So once you heat the water up, it can just stay hot. It just retains the heat. And if the water is everywhere, if it's just in the air, it retains the heat. And then it touches you. And now you got the heat on you. The moist heat. The old wet heat. Blah. We're halfway through September. And it's just gross out. You know, you work outside and stuff like this, you got to change your clothes multiple times. I was out working in the morning with Mark and Madeline, David. We were out there just doing stuff, cleaning enclosures, just getting things done. And then when that period of work is done, because a lot of times you break it up into kind of multiple increments of work. You'll have the morning work, and then you'll have the afternoon work, and then the evening work. So the morning work gets done, I come inside, peel off every stitch of clothes, everything, down to the old birthday suit. I was in the driveway, there was a tour group, everyone was like, ah! No. Hi, baby. No, I'm in the house, in the bathroom, and just everything, and it's so gross because you take your clothes and you just, blah, and it makes a hard plop, like on the tile floor. Ugh. When you can literally wring your shirt out, and you have not gone through a sprinkler, hey. It's for horses. When you can literally wring your shirt out, you haven't dipped yourself into a pool, gotten underneath a garden hose or a sprinkler. Yeah, it's humid. It is humid to the max. Humid. There's this guy. There's this big fella. Hey. Hi. Hi, Papa. Oh, hi, old fella. Yeah, humidity is not necessarily Polly's friend. He gets these sinus things going on, and we also suspect, I'm sure that a lot of you have seen like the different growths, like around his good eye. Of course, they're probably different they could be kind of tumorous, of course. That's just a thing. He's had those before. But then it's like you have to weigh so many different options, and it's like his quality of life is at a certain level, and then he's got some of those kind of growths, and there's an inherent element of risk whenever you sedate in order to do any sort of kind of procedures, especially when you're talking about animals that are advanced stage. So a lot of times you just kind of get to the point where it's like, we just kind of, you got to kind of go stride the powie. Dude, I keep on trying to get up. Yeah. They get to a certain age and you're just like, you know what, we just got to kind of, we're kind of in hospice mode. You know, that's kind of what a lot of things kind of boil down to. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So the humidity, I think, affects a little bit, like, because he might have some things that kind of go into his sinus cavity a little bit. Some of those growthy kind of things. And the humidity comes, and then he starts getting like all these big green boogers. Hi, bye. What? Yeah? Oh my gosh. That was great. That was great. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was really awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello. Hi. Oh, big teeths. Big teeths from that Yano. Wow. Wow. Yeah. He's a good boy. He's getting up to kind of going. Check out the other side of the lockdown there. I know, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this weather to change too, bud. This is for the birds. Beans and turkey. Beans and turkey. There's Luca over there, and then Lucia. I tried calling Luca over. He was standing up, looked right at me, laid down. I'm like, cool, thanks. I see. I see. Hi, Nano. What you got? Hey, sugar butt. Hey, sugar butt. Yeah, she's going to be getting looked at. And she has some equilibrium issues. Onset pretty fast. So, Dr. Bill's going to be coming out to take a look at her. We'll keep you posted. Hey, sugar pie. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Yeah. Poop to the Luke. One of you, Luch. Luchy Woochy. Luchy Woochy Smoochy. A Lucha Smoocha. Poopaluca. Cutesy little variations of names. Rhyming patterns. Anything. Bah! That is not getting coming over here. That is what is known as lollygagging. You are lollygagging, Lucia. Aww. That's what is my mother would refer to as farting around. Hey, we're just out here farting around. That was code. Like a lot of times, my mom and my dad, they'd go up to, you know, when I was growing up, there were two farms. There was the farm that my mom grew up on, that, you know, my grandpa, her dad had, you know, bought when he was a younger guy. And then there was the farm that my grandpa had grown up on, back in the 20s and 30s. And so there was the, hey, we're gonna go up to the farm, or we're gonna go up to the other place. Whenever we said like, hey, we're gonna go to the other place, like that's what that meant. You go to the farm that my grandpa grew up on, out in Wisconsin. So sometimes, you know, you'd be like, hey, you know, what you up to? Call them, you know, like, we're just out at the farm, or we're out at the other place, just farting around. Which is usually code for just like, we're out here with some of your aunts and uncles, and we're just like, you know, drinking beer and telling jokes. And it's like, okay, farting around. There you go. Look at this handsome guy. Look at this handsome boy, my gosh. You know, so many people, and I really do mean this, but they sit there and they say that JP is just so handsome. I don't think Jake gets enough credit. Jake. Teaser is always like known as like, oh, he is the handsome. He is the handsome one out of the 4. Well, I think Jake's got some quality. He has got some aesthetic quality. Son. It was obscured by a cloud, and now it is showing its face. The sun. You're the reason for so much of this misery. And the sun's like, I also give life. That's besides the point. You know, photosynthesis is rather important. Shut up, son, I didn't ask you. You kind of started talking to me and making salacious accusations about my character. Son, seriously. Now we're playing a semantics game. Can't you just understand the fact that you're making me slightly uncomfortable? Yes, okay. You give life. You make the plants grow. Animals eat the plants, and then other animals eat the animals that eat the plants. I get it. Circle of life, all that stuff. Wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you. But you know what? You want to know something? This shirt is a little bit moist right now. It's a little bit sweaty. And guess who's causing it? You. I'll see your point. I'll try better next time. Maybe I can make some more evaporation, which increases the cloud cover, so you won't have to deal with me so much. I'm sorry, son. You know, this kind of got out of hand. I really didn't mean to just put you on blast like that, especially in this kind of public forum. You know, praise in public, admonish in private. That's leadership principles 101. That's what you know, and I didn't follow that. I'm having a webcast. We have thousands of people that watch the webcast, and basically it's putting you on blast in front of all those people. It's just, that was bad of me, and that actually, it creates animosity, bad blood, and it decreases my ability to act in a leadership capacity, and I apologize. I appreciate you apologizing, sir. You know, sometimes, you know, we all, life is a complicated thing, and we just have to try to, you know, make our way through it. And sometimes you make mistakes, and it's just how it goes. So, yeah, it's all right. Stiff upper lip. I'm glad that you could, you know, be so understanding, son. Thank you. You know, I understand. I get it. I get why people like you. I'll actually worship some places. Oh, son. All right. What do you think, bud? Hey, bud. Do you have snuffles? I will gladly pay you Tuesday for some snuffles today. Yeah. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. That was my, you know, that's how I knew about Shelley Duvall. Yeah. From the old Popeye movie, old Robin Williams Popeye movie, because she was olive oil. You know, people would, of course, like, you know, associate her with, like, her iconic role in The Shining. Yes. But, I, you know, for years, hey, whoa, let's, hey, no. I know. You were just trying to be sweet. I know. It's the heat kind of just gets on everyone. It just kind of bothers people. You know, it gets everyone just kind of in a state. I mean, look at, you know, you're biting each other's heads, and I'm yelling at the sun. What's happening to us? What's happening? But yeah, ever since I was a little kid, I knew who Shelley Duvall was. Because of that. I never saw The Shining. My mom and I would do, because my mom was a really great, she does good impressions. She's good at emulating voices. Hi. Hello. Hi, misters. She's really good at it. And she's got a good, she can sing, and so she would always whenever like there was like a movie that her and I both enjoyed, we both liked it. That's how we would kind of bond. We would bond a lot over just, we would kind of say lines to each other back and forth. And I know the Popeye ones were a lot. She would do a lot of the olive oil lines like, oh, she would do that a lot. Oh, hi. She'd sing some of the songs, you know, well, he may not be the best. Yeah. But he's large. She would sing that and I would giggle, you know, and that was, yeah, that's part of how me and my mom kind of bonded. She had a great affinity for the Three Stooges. I used to watch I Love Lucy with her a lot. Like old Warner Brothers, just like, you know, Looney Tunes, whatnot. Yeah. And of course we would do the voices. We would do, it's one of the things that got me so much into voice acting as a potential profession. And I would just do that. I would emulate voices as well. Because, and I think part of it was because I picked up, you know, a little bit of a knack for it from her. Maybe something, a genetic thing. A lot of it has to do with listening. Your ability to actually listen and then reflect tonality and whatnot. And then the other one was because it was something that was supported. There was I guess a conditioning aspect, because it was a positive thing that my mom and I were able to share. And I guess, you know, we still do. What was the line? The king, he's like, I could have sworn that this was hot and pepper. It's like weird little things. Yeah, we'll just say these lines back and forth. She would say certainly a lot. A lot. Vitamin vitamin. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to really talk about this stuff, but it just, yeah, you know, it's great. Sometimes you never know where the cast is going to take you. Ooh. Anyone else have stuff like that? Maybe with their moms or their dads, something like that. Nah. Just different little kind of weird little things that you'd bond over. You know, when you were little. Anyone? Share them in the comment section below. I'd love to read through those things. You know. Yeah, you know, me and my dad, we used to go to G.G. Allen shows, and I'd be up on his shoulders, and we used to bond that way. And it's like, jeez, I don't know if that was the most appropriate thing for your dad to do, take you to. Yeah, you know, looking back on it, it's kind of messed up. That's where I got this scar on my forehead. It was a beer bottle that was smeared with poop. Just biffed me right in the head. Yeah, you know, 4 years old. Some people are just like, what are you talking about? And then there's some people who understand the references, and they're just like, jeez, Derek. They're shaking their heads, but they're probably also chuckling a little bit. You know you are. You know you are. Oh, hello. Got some lackey. They just got fed. Oh, you're not gonna go get your food? Oh, he's got a piece down there. Maybe he's gonna get that one. Yep. Nope. Never mind. Where's Paolo? Where's Paolo? Hi. Hi, Lucky. Hi, mister. Hi. Hi. Meow. Good boy. Good boy. There's a good boy. Oh, was that a burp? Did you have a burp? That was a burp. That was a burp. Okay. I'll leave you alone. I don't want him to feel like unsure about trying to go after his food, so give him space. Give him some space. No, this is really perfect. They just got done feeding the lemurs, and lemurs are naturally, they're foraging animals, so if you want to give them some enrichment, then you're going to make sure to kind of spread you're going to spread their food out so that they can actually kind of look for a little lemur treasure hunt. I found a blueberry. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I found apple slices. Oh my gosh, I found a bean snap. Oh. It's true because they eat vegetables and fruits. They can also eat like bugs and stuff. But if you just give them a bowl with all the stuff in it, then they'll eat all the fruit first, and then begrudgingly they'll be like, all right, then I guess I'll eat this broccoli. They do. They're like little kids. I suppose if I have to. It's slightly adorable. If I am to be perfectly frank. I don't understand. Maybe like by Frank Zappa never like named an album that, If I May Be Perfectly Frank. Or maybe he did. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. I think it would have been a good idea. Hi, Momo. How are you? Doing okay? Crazy? A little bit? Yeah. Hey. Wow, Rita. What up? Choo-choosh. Hello. Hello. Can I assist you? Oh, excuse me. So sorry. I didn't realize that you were the PR director for this enclosure. Excuse me. Any interviews? You have to go through me, please. Thank you. Okay, fine. Sheesh. Rasa. Oh, look at you, pretty girl. There we go. Capture. Sometimes I'll capture things and then I forget that I capture them, and then they just stay on my camera roll and I don't ever post them anywhere. That happens a lot. A lot. I'm sure that there's probably, and people will probably be like, you know what? That's, you're right. How many times have I heard capture in the middle of a webcast, in the middle of a video? We never see those pictures. We never ever see those pictures. What is up with that, Derek? What is up with that? Yeah, no, you make a valid point. You make a valid point. I cannot deny. Oh, the dorbs. I cannot deny the dorbs. That is happening right now. Oh, please. I can't get too loud. Oh, please keep doing the dorbs. Please. Sydney. Sid. Oh. Hi. And then we roll in the grass. Right? That's the next thing that you were gonna do, right? And then we roll in the grass. Roll in the grass. Dang it. Sometimes you just can't kickstart those dorbs. You flood the dorbs engine. You gotta wait for a little bit. This happens. Sometimes you gotta clear some debris out of the dorbserator. Gotta check the dorbs plugs. There was one time it was because I just didn't, I should have replaced my dorbs shield wipers. This is getting really dumb. Archie's like, yeah, very dumb. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed Ashamed. So, yeah, Packers today played the Vikings. Game ended in a tie. Oh, that was great. That was super. Because there was a number of times with Packers, of course they were leading and they should have won. And there were a couple, and I'm not going to sit there and say that, like, oh, the penalties got, it's like, yeah, they made some stupid mistake. There were some different things that got called back, of course, that shouldn't have got called back. I'm sure that there was probably a couple things. I can't even notice, like, that plays that got called against the Vikings, flags. And it's just like, I don't know if I quite agree with that. So, look, I try to be fair and equitable for this stuff. But, yeah, there were a couple of key moments that they should have had touchdowns, but then someone in the squad did a thing. They held someone they shouldn't have held them, and then all of a sudden they're getting called back. And so it ended in a tie. But those are the things. It's like they were leading, and they let the lead go, I guess. And the Vikings actually were able to come back up and tie the game and send it into overtime. And they're only doing one overtime now. They don't do multiple. They don't go until someone wins. They just do the one overtime, and then it's done. And then you tie. And I guess the Vikings had like ample opportunity. And this is the thing that sucks, because I had the game recorded because we were working, stuff like that. I had the game recorded, and the game actually, the recording cut out before overtime, which that sucks. So I had to kind of look at the recap, look at highlight videos, and it was, yeah, dude doofed the extra points. Oh, just absolutely just did not do them. And look, you know, Mason Crosby, basically, like, our guy can hit all of his extra points, and then the Vikings guy, not so much. Not so much. The Vikings could have easily won. They could have easily taken over and won a game that the Packers should have won. It should have not gone to overtime, but the Vikings could have easily won. But they didn't, because I guess their kicker is a bit of a scrub. And I saw a tweet, and it was hilarious. Someone said, the Packers got robbed, and the Vikings crashed their getaway car into a tree. This is great. Uh-oh. There's a thing that might be happening. Oh boy. Mika, don't lose steam. Follow through. Mika, follow through. Follow through, Mika. Thought that was going to be a good place to end the cast. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead, bid thee farewell. Good cast, everyone. Good cast, even though it was all just like hot and drippy. Thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbestaward in the comment section below. Let me know what sort of strange and odd and wonderful and quirky and cute things that you used to bond over with your, you know, like mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, whatever, something like that. And we'll see you on Thursday. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.